Welcome back to Nerd Thug Radio.
Hey!
I'm the Captain Joey Savage.
Corey DLG.
Nico DLG.
We are Nerd Thug Radio, listening to us on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1 sister stations.
Okay.
Worldwide at irlonestar.com. Let's go back this way now.
Back this way.
I can just move around.
Yeah?
Move around like
You're
this.
mobile?
Move around. I'm going. Time to go mobile.
You think darkness is your ally?
God, we're
You can't even go mobile.
freaking nerds, man. We're just retarded.
I was born in the dark.
So, this segment here, number 7, before we get into it.
That's a country music song, by the way.
What?
I was born in the dark. Feels like an old,
Put it on your country album.
Chris Christopher. I am.
2017.
Put on your one that comes out this year.
It does. End of the year, I'm going to have a country album out.
Check us out at nerdthugradio.com.
So if you can play any musical instruments, I need you to contact me.
I can play the drums. We need to get Domino.
We need a guitar. He's leaving town, man.
Oh,
Leaving
okay.
town.
Well, there goes that idea.
Yep.
Get Victoria.
Yeah, he's gonna be your backup singer.
And a guitarist.
And I'll kind of beatbox in the middle of playing the drums.
Yeah, I mean, as long as there's not a microphone here, you can
Cool.
do whatever
Very
you
cool.
want.
Very cool.
Just in the background.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I guess
Say
we
whatever you want,
should
you
mention that we are filming this show for the YouTube. So
Yeah, youtube.com.
go out, check us out.
Yeah.
We got all kinds of original content, aka HeroClick stuff. So, yeah, have fun with that.
Enjoy.
Facebook.com/NerdThugRadio. Interact. And now it's time for the Nico DLG segment.
Hello, everyone. It is me, Nico DLG here.
All right.
This
Okay.
is starting
All
off
right.
strong.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
like it. I like it.
So I attended my first college event.
Oh,
And it was
very
probably
nice.
probably one of the most boring things I've ever sat through.
What kind of a college event was it?
So I love my government teacher. He's absolutely fantastic.
You love him enough to marry him?
No.
Okay.
He doesn't believe in marriage. No, I'm kidding.
All right. You just put some thought to that. Okay.
All right.
Fair enough.
So the class is super interesting, and I love it. And today he was like, "Hey, there's an event after class. It's at 4. Come if you want, and it'll be cool."
So what was this event?
It was a guest speaker who was a PhD student.
That's not a college event. You got suckered into like extra credit that you don't get credit for.
Well, I mean, guest speakers are part of college.
Ugh.
Yeah, that counts.
So it was a guest speaker.
I thought you went to like a mixer or something, like
I was thinking he was going to say sporting event.
that, or like a mixer, or like
I have to check when the dates are on those. I have no idea where any of the
or,
calendars
like,
are.
gaming nights.
They don't still have dances in college, do they?
Sure they do. Why not?
I don't know.
I know there was a homecoming party in Alabama. I don't remember any dances though. I know like the groups would throw.
Yeah.
You know what? Anyway, so
So he was a guest speaker from I think California,
okay.
and he was a political science major. So
Okay.
he was talking about patriotism and discrimination.
Was his name Milo Yiannopoulos?
Yiannopoulos?
Whatever the guy's name is.
Yeah. No, it was
George
he
Karopoulos?
Bernie Sanders.
Yeah. George Madoff.
Part of the problem is that not everybody loves everybody. Maybe if everybody loved everybody, the world would be a better place.
Thanks, Bernie. I really believe in you. Is that what Bernie did at the end of his speeches?
No, my ears started itching. Sorry, guys. I apologize.
We
for
can
that.
just go ahead and cut his mic. If we don't need him here.
He's gone.
All right.
All right, I'll be back next segment.
All right. Bye, Joey.
So anyway, student speaker.
So student speaker, he was a PhD student. Man, but there's one thing that, like, he had enjoyable points to listen to, but the one thing...
What was like the thrust of his argument or
So
his statement?
The thing is, he was kind of just... It was almost explaining on, like, what his... what is it called when PhD students... their dissertation, that's what it is.
Okay, all right.
So it was basically, like, he was presenting, like, his parts of his dissertation.
Okay. What was the argument though? What point was he making?
That we need to change the definition of political participation instead of it just being voting, what most people think it is.
What would he like to change it to?
Something like being active in like communities and running for office and all the small facets that take place in the political process and that can influence local and government stuff.
Okay.
So that was his whole. What are you doing?
All right. So that was
his whole like dissertation, but the kind of the complaint I had about it was just so boring, much like this segment.
yeah. So okay. So he had some interesting points, but he didn't pep it up. He didn't know how to public speak, right?
No, he was a good speaker. It's just everything he was talking about was just so ungodly boring.
Did he give anybody a chance to like ask questions?
Yeah,
or, like,
no, he
audience-
was very much active in the audience. Like he'd ask people, and it was kind of interesting to hear him go back and forth with the other professors that were in the room, because like they would ask him like, how did you gather this data? Couldn't you rephrase this question? And you would, take feedback and stuff. It was interesting to watch because it was two basically big professionals going
This is like nerd on a whole different level.
Yeah,
It is. Well, Nico is starting to get the local politics.
He sure
bug.
is. He sure is.
But okay, all right. So let's say participation should be changed. I don't know that I agree with that, but let's say we redefine it. Like before we redefine it, maybe we should at least get people to vote every year.
Right.
Because right now people basically vote for the president.
Oh, and I should also mention that it's with college students.
Well, college students are really the easiest ones to convince because, although actually, you know what? I take that back because a lot of them do out-of-state college, and the out-of-state stuff is a pain in the butt to get right.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So like, because you either have to register in the state you're going to school, or you got to do the mail-in ballot stuff. And it's like, Mom, give me a ballot to mail. Like that's a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Like it's not.
Friend of the show, Brock Baker,
Yes.
had this exact problem when he was trying to vote for the presidency. Because I think he was in the military before he began his professional wrestling career.
I remember that being correct.
And so he was registered, but like I guess whatever was going to this register, it wasn't picking up in his hometown of Abilene. Like it was from wherever he was stationed or something.
Right.
So he was having all kinds of fits trying to get
set up to
set
vote.
up to vote.
Yeah, because you got to technically you're supposed to deregister the county you register in,
Right.
and then re-register where you're supposed to vote. That's been a bit of a sticky situation nationally right now, because the president thinks that that's one of the forms of voter fraud is people register in multiple states. But like half of his people are registered in multiple states, so I don't think
registered in multiple states was they vote in multiple states. It's like
voting in multiple states is voter fraud, but being registered in multiple states, he feels like is.
kind of
Like if we were naming like a gateway drug scenario, like he thinks that's
the
the
weed of voter fraud.
right? Like
is
the weed of voter fraud is multi-registering.
On a side note, I have jury duty next month.
Do you?
Yeah.
There
So
you
you guys know.
I've heard some cool jury duty stories where our dad famously loves. I don't know that he loves it, but he somehow manages to get picked every time for jury duty.
I was
That's because
looking.
he's so cool.
I was
I think-
looking through the.
I think it's because he just has the face of a guy who will sit there and listen to anything.
Yeah, I was looking through the list of things that can get you out of jury duty. I'm like, can't get that one, can't get that one.
Nope.
Crap, I'm going to jury
Yep.
duty.
And you're gonna get picked.
First time in my life that I'm actually going to go to jury duty.
Actually, you know what? Like if you dress how you normally dress, they won't pick you.
That's
they won't
probably
pick
what I'm going to do.
You really should.
I'm going to show
No.
I'm going to show my Nerd Thug shirt.
Yeah, dude.
No, they're gonna show you and be like, that's the one. We need him.
Yeah, we need him.
The defense is gonna be like, that's our guy.
That's the guy. He knows what this guy did.
Yeah.
Yeah, every time I've gotten jury duty in the past, either I was in school or I wasn't living in the county anymore. So it's like, oh no, I moved, so I'm actually not a resident, so I can get out of it. But
So I'm not gonna name this person.
got me popped this
Because I
time.
don't want to get him in trouble.
Is his name Corey DLG?
No, but he has a very interesting theory about jury duty.
Okay.
He says they don't know that you ever actually opened the mail.
They don't because it's not certified.
Right.
Right.
So he has never once responded to literally anything the states or county mails to him
Right. 'Cause
Nice.
they have no way of actually saying.
that you knowingly didn't go.
My conscience won't let me do that.
Well, and honestly,
I mean, I've never had to do it, so it's going to be a good process.
you can actually volunteer for grand juries.
Yeah.
I
My
guess we're just gonna do a civics lesson here.
my mom told me this funny story. Her and my grandma were in. They were downtown paying some kind of like. I think my grandma was paying like on her title or something or whatever, and there was jury was in session or they were having jury duty and not enough people showed up, so they were literally just walking down to downtown. No, they were at the Wells Fargo downtown here in downtown Conroe. They literally just walked into downtown Conroe and like, let me see your license. Like, if you're a resident, we need you for jury duty. Let's go.
Off the street.
I don't know how I would feel about that.
Yeah, I don't know either. Like that would kind of creep me out a little bit.
little
Don't you
bit.
think?
Because also, I don't know that I want to show you my license. Like,
Right.
I think here's the thing.
Unless there's a cop with them, maybe.
Well, and I'm sure it was a cop or like a sheriff
Bailiff
technically,
or
because
something.
sheriffs work for the courts. I think
Constables work for the
constables work for the courts. Yeah, I'm sorry. And so I think what I would do there is you're not technically obligated to show your ID unless they suspect you committed a crime. I think I would just make it. It would be messy.
Have you
It
ever
would be
heard like
messy.
how like so constables? You know how big they are here in Montgomery County and Harris
Right.
County. Nowhere else in the entire United States are constables this big.
Well, no.
You know the story?
I don't necessarily
So,
know the story.
there's
but
a
I
story-
just know that the courts
So there's-
use them here.
Yeah. So constables basically are like bailiffs. Like,
Right.
that's what everywhere else around the United States. So I was in college. I was taking this criminal justice class, and they were telling us the story. So back, I don't know, 70s, 80s, one of those two. The mayor of Houston and the police chief were like getting into it over
Oh,
over
yeah,
funding.
Yep,
Police
yep.
chief wanted funding or whatever, and they didn't like each other apparently, but they got approved. The city got approved to pay funding to the police unit or whatever. Well, instead of giving the money to the sheriff, I guess, or
He
the
gave
chief,
it-
he
yeah.
gave it to the constables. So now the constables had all this money in Harris County, and they like, well, we have to do something. So then
Right.
and then in typical fashion, Montgomery County wanting to be like Harris County and say, oh, we'll do the same thing. And so like the constables down here are born, and like nowhere else in the entire country
No, they don't. Yeah,
are
constables.
the constables like they are here.
They're typically like glorified bailiffs. You're right,
Right.
about that. They're like they have all the powers of a cop, but they're actually technically just agents of the court.
Oh, you want me to give money? I'll give you money to the constables.
Right. It didn't say I can't. It doesn't say I have to
They
give
just
it
said
to
I had
you.
to give it to
You
law
know,
enforcement.
I'm always blown away because mayors always choose one of the three.
Right.
It's either cops, firefighters, or EMS.
Right.
They always choose one of the three, which is weird to me because the three groups are super close.
They all work together.
They all work together, and they all like they know each other, but like they all have to fight for the same money.
Like firefighters and paramedics like work hand in hand.
Exactly, and they all and like
They're all on every scene.
Right.
Like, why wouldn't you just divide it up 3 ways?
I don't like.
Just
I don't
do a
know.
3-way with them.
Whoa, I just,
Money-wise, you
Yeah,
know what I
right. Yeah,
On
a,
VD.
a money 3-way.
Yeah, money 3-way on
Right.
VD Valentine's Day.
This show is very inappropriate.
The show is amazing.
But
Episode 45, by the way.
thanks.
Middle of the midlife
Thanks.
crisis.
So yeah, I just
Jordan.
I don't understand the dynamic there. Like
I don't
I've
either.
never understood it.
I don't know. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. Why not? Why lag onto one of them?
Right,
Why not just be like, I'm all for... You know what? If somebody was like, I'm for all 3.
right. Do you think like no one would vote for him? They're like, I don't think so.
Or do you think it's because like the firefighters like have their own guy they want, and then, like the police have their own guy they want?
But the thing of it is like they
Right.
interact so close. Like those
Right.
unions don't battle each other. Although they do a lot of like, you know what? That's not true. Like they don't like each other. Like they do a lot of like sporting. They're competitive with each other.
Yeah, right.
But part of the reason they're competitive with each other is because of the money.
Right.
And you
Thanks,
need
Nico,
both.
for this segment. This was great. We got real political and
We definitely
nerdy.
went somewhere.
We went to a different level of nerd
Yeah,
here.
we did.
Let's take a break. Let's come back. Let's talk dumbed down nerd. And we'll have a good time. Nerd Thug Radio. NerdThugRadio.com.